Hello MMA community, this is the Fighting Guru bringing you another episode for the MMA Parlayking YouTube channel. We got a couple good fights. We're going to speed this up. The channel is going to be short. The channel is going to be starting to speed back up a little by little. We got a lot of good exciting fights coming up. Today we got a special event for the PFL, and then we got some UFC fights coming up tomorrow. So we're going to consolidate them together and make some extra good parlays. Today's episode got about a 200 plus 220 or plus between 200 and 220, depending on where you're going and how long you take to put the money on it. So values go up and down on these things. You got to get them while they're hot. And you know, if you got the inside scoop and you know which way the line is moving, and you got a guy like me letting you know to wait or not wait, you make even better value for that. All right, so back on track. We're gonna get started, make it short and sweet. We got a PFL fight. The guy's got an unusual name. As you see, my name lady in here today. So I'm going to speed this up, and we'll start with the main event for UFC. As a matter of fact, this should be a real easy call. We've seen Alexander Volkanovski's last fight. He was very patient against the guy who's a point fighter, and a point fighter has to be put against the back. Has to have his back against the wall. You got to pressure him, push him forward, not be patient. So he showed too much patience in his last fight. He's getting into his elderly stages now, towards the end of his career, as you saw even in his victory over Alistair Overeem, another retired guy who you should have mopped the floor with. Even during the stare downs, it was very lopsided intimidations. He was intimidating him, and the face-offs, the stare downs, it was a one-sided thing. Alistair couldn't make the eye contact. He looked nervous. Should have been a quick finish, and he was hesitant. So for one reason or another, Tom Aspinall is not a guy who's very patient. As you saw him against one of the best before he got defeated, the guy that looks like Strickland, what's his name? The guy who had an accident, he came back as well. They both, so I get them confused on bald head. You guys will know who he is. I gotta look him up. Anyway, so he had an impressive victory over a guy who was a future contender that they talked highly about, and he did impressively. And that was towards the beginning of his stages. Now he's developing. He's a young guy, still eager to make it to the top. So we gotta make sure that and the value is incredible because of Volkanovski's track record, his finishing rate, his history, his experience. So this is a young, hungry lion against an aged veteran who's ready to get out of the sport. Okay, so we got money on Aspinall. We got money on Ilia Topuria. That's an easy call. Huge mismatch. You don't need me to tell you that. Guy's still undefeated. He just beat that guy who is quick to do submissions. He finishes people in a jiff, in a sec. And he had a field day with him, and he even outmaneuvered in some dangerous situations. So this should be a field, walk in the park. You should have a field day with this new guy. And last one is the PFL pick. Let me find that for y'all. Sorry, these devices are a little bit slow today. I probably got a screenshot. All right, here we go. Yanal, it's spelled Y-A-N-A-L, last name Ashmoz, A-S-H-M-O-Z. Pretty decent value, but when you put them together, you got about a plus 200. So you bet 1,000, you cash out for about 3,000. That's 2,000 profit. So good luck with that. That's 3 good, easy picks. You want the rest? It's inside the Patreon. Link is all over the videos. Fighting Guru on Twitter. You got the MMA Parlayking on Facebook, and Fighting Guru 5 on Instagram. Any questions, leave them in the comments or message me directly. Thank you guys. Good luck.